Let's see if this works. Now that the camera's on, I'm getting all camera shy. But I don't know, basically spent the last year training only to get weaker. Not only did I plateau, I regressed. And frankly, it kind of feels like shit. No, I can't do this.
Oh fuck me, I can't fucking do it. Shit.
Looks like I'm doing it. Nothing but well, might as well. It's raining today. Terrible traffic, and it's probably gonna take me like half an hour to get to the gym. Anyways, I don't know. I tend to ramble, so I'm probably just gonna start yapping and see where my thoughts take me. I don't know. Basically, yeah, no, God, this is gonna be such a pain. No, yeah, I maxed out at the beginning of this year, like end of January 2024. Did a little bulk, maxed out, not in like a meet or anything, just for fun. I just kind of do powerlifting for myself. But yeah, maxed out end of January, and I hit a bunch of like big numbers that I was, happy to hit. I don't even remember what I squatted. It's probably like 445 for, I don't know, probably like 445, maybe like 425 with the weird ass squat stance. Benched, maybe like 350, 355, like touch and go. And then, but I was super happy, the happiest with my deadlift, 635 sumo, which I don't know. I don't have videos of any of those, but for the other lifts that I'll be talking about, I'll see if I can find some videos. But oh god, traffic. I hate when I'm at like a stoplight and I'm like in the middle of the intersection and I'm blocking the box, and become a fucking inconvenience for everybody else. Anyways, yeah, I maxed out and I was happy with those numbers, and I was like, okay, this is gonna be a great year. The biggest goal that I've had for myself was hitting the 7-plate deadlift. That's like such a huge milestone. And I remember last year when I maxed out, I hit 605 on the deadlift for the ugliest, grindiest, like 8-second rep. It was fucking disgusting. And I remember, so when I hit 635, I was like, damn, okay, progress has been made, 30-pound PR, let's go. And I was like, okay, I kind of know like what works for me. I feel like, at 30-pound PR, surely in this entire year I can make, like PR by like 40 pounds. If I just like really bust my ass and, I give it my all, surely I can get to 675. And well, alas, that did not happen. I maxed out again sometime in April. Decided to cut from the end of like January, because usually whenever I max out during the winter, I'll like go on a bulk and probably get a little too fluffy. So like, okay, I'm just gonna cut. Probably weighing around like 225 end of January. Probably slowly cut. I think April I was probably like 210, 205. And went maxed out, and I hit the, and so for being like 20 pound, 15, maybe let's just say 15 pounds lighter, I have 445 squat with the shitty ass squat stance. Bench, was it? Shit. I don't know what the bench was. I'd have to check. And then deadlift was 635 again, but on a deadlift bar this time. Because I met some old dude at the gym, and kind of became like friendly with one another, and he had a deadlift bar they let me use. Oh, that was sweet. Thank you, dude. Shout out to Pete. And yeah, I was like, okay, you know, nothing of the world. I didn't really PR on anything, but my relative strength has gone up because I'm like 15, 20 pounds lighter, and I basically maintained my lift. So like in my head, I don't know, I counted that as a little dub, and I think you should, but you know, end of the day, I'm here to progress and add numbers to my lift, to my lifts, and I gotta figure out a better way to do this. Let's see if this will hold. Yeah, and then I max out again. Usually, like my pattern of training has been that I'll max out every like 3 to 4 months, depending. Usually, like my big max out of the year will be at the like end of winter. Usually when I like tend to bulk. And then, so that'll be like super serious max out. And then usually I'll do like max out like every 3 to 4 months after that. Probably not take it as seriously. If I do, like really focus on like tapering and deloading, I'll do it again like 6 months through the year. So like in the middle of winter or middle of summer, usually when I'm at my leanest. And that way it's, you know, my goals there are just like to see how much strength I've maintained, and kind of just gauge my relative strength. So anyway, so like I maxed out in April. Fast forward to I don't know, I think I maxed out on like May, June, July. I think I maxed out like beginning of August or something, and damn, it was no good. I squatted the same weight again, 445, and it felt harder. It moved slower. Bench 360, which my all-time PR is 365 from, I don't know, maybe like, not over, at this point, maybe like 2 years ago. I was heavier. And then with deadlift, I remember I was like warming up and it felt just so heavy. And I did my last, or like I guess it'd be like my opener. I did 615, and dude, it felt like absolute shite. And then I was like, fuck it. You know, I'm fucking sitting like I'm not here to, you know, hit 615 and leave. Like, I can't just leave the gym like that. I can't take it mentally. I was like, no, absolutely not. You know, I'm here to PR. So I put on 635, and I remember, I don't know if I have the video. I forgot to, or I think because of the gym I went to, I had to use a mix of like bumper plates and the 45-pound plates, and they barely fit on the bar. And I think I was like, I don't need a clip. It'll stay on there, which is unlike me. I always use the clips. I'm anal about that. Even on bench, I'm like, fuck it, no. I have clips on every set, even the warm-ups. And for whatever reason, God, I don't know why, I was like, no, I'm not gonna put the clips on. And I go for I go to pull 635, and as soon as like the weight leaves the floor, the little 5 pounds or however much, the little weights on the end just completely fall off. And I'm like, oh, God. And I listened to my song. I got amped up. I was in that headspace, and I completely just blew my load. Like everything I've been saving up, all that juice, all that energy, just completely wasted on that rep. And I was like, God. But it's like, again, I'm not gonna leave the gym. Not gonna leave the gym with a 615. Fuck that noise. So I'm like, fuck it, put the weights back on, give me a damn clip, and let's go again. And I tried again, and my God, I fought, I grinded, and I couldn't lock. Oh, I don't think I even got it past my knees, to be honest.
Bruh.
And I left the gym with the 615 and a failed 635 attempt, and I felt like trash. And then going into this winter, I was like, okay, I've got a little downtime before I start school again. So I'm gonna go sicko mode. I'm gonna go crazy. And I did some like truly sicko mode, retarded, like balls to the wall training. I don't know if I'll talk about it. I don't know if I'm gonna make another one of these videos, but stupid training, like 2-a-days, just absolutely nonsense. And I was making progress. I was putting in the work, and I think I was making progress. But fucking like tore my hamstring. Not bad, but I think it was like a grade 1 strain. I couldn't walk for the first few days. Couldn't train legs at all for like a month. And I can't even pull sumo anymore. So no more pussy deadlifts for me. Back to conventional. And after that happened, I was like, dude, I am just so tired, and I am so done. Man, this video is so negative, Nancy. I was like, oh, I'm so done. I can't. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna rehab the best that I can. Like reorient my goals, throw in some new lifts, see if I can PR on those. And if the rehab goes well, then maybe I'll throw the squats back in, and then maybe I'll see how the deadlift feels. Also, here we are. Since then, I've been able to squat. I've changed my squat stance back to low bar. Well, not back to low bar for the first time in forever, because I used to squat high bar, and it feels like ass. I've thrown in front squats, because I decided I just want to get that stronger. Because why not? And yeah, the sumo deadlift, like, it's been aggravating. Well, not aggravating, but I can feel that, like where I pulled my hamstring, I can still feel some tenderness there. So I'm trying to be smart about it, not pull it again. I've been doing conventional, and conventional just feels, I used to pull conventional up until like 2.5 years ago. I think my best conventional was like 585 on a stiffy, and then when I hit that goal, that's when I switched to sumo. I was like, okay, let's just send it in a full on cheat code. But yeah, like getting back in the groove of conventional, it feels all right. But training was going well, and then I got food poisoning like last week, and oh my God, I was yakking. I was singing out both ends, if you know what I mean.
Oh, hell no!
And yeah, I remember I got food poisoning like last Friday night, and then spent all Saturday just literally ate half a banana, one serving of cereal. I was sipping on water, and I woke up Sunday morning, and I remember I weighed myself, and I was like 7 pounds lighter, 7 pounds lighter on Sunday morning. So, you know, God knows Saturday morning, I was probably like 10 pounds down or something, 10 plus. And since then, like my sleep schedule now has been like thrown all out of whack. My stomach is still a little, and I feel like everything has just been against me. I feel like I'm all about momentum. Even when things are hard, like as long as like I don't stop grinding, I mean I can go on. I can grind and grind and grind. But now that I've had like this like interruption in my momentum, it's like everything just feels like terrible. Technique feels off. And yeah, I mean, getting back into the gym this week, everything just feels so heavy. Everything just feels kind of yucky. And my intention was to max out here in about, I don't know, like 2.5 weeks. And it's not looking good. Ever since I switched to, and I've been trying to figure out like a new squat stance. Since I hurt my hamstring, and I've just spent like the last, I don't know, like month and a half just fiddling with my squat stance. Nothing really feels great. So it's like hard to progress in weight when, you know, every session you're like changing something with your technique. Deadlift, it's been, you know, I've had like good days and bad days with conventional. And bench has been also like so. Way back when I hurt my hamstring, I added 2 lifts. I was like, okay, if I can't deadlift, and maybe I might not be able to squat the way I used to. I was like, okay, I'm gonna add an overhead press to focus on, and front squats, because those really don't recruit the hamstrings like at all. Like I don't feel it at all. And that's what I did. Whoa, gun the brakes there. And yeah, my big goal was hit a 405 front squat come, you know, like 2 weeks from now. My previous best was 365, but I never really like trained it. I would only like do front squats as part of my warm-up sets for my back squats. And like that was basically it. I was like, okay, I'm gonna start training it. I actually work on it, and I want to hit a 405 front squat. And you know, like in the middle of the grind of the 2 days of the blasting volume and intensity and everything, I was still like, I got up to like a 395 single, like no deload, no taper, like sore as shite. And I was like, yo, this 405 is gonna be so easy. I'm probably gonna get like 425. Same thing, overhead press, my best PR was like 185, but I never really trained it. Like I went 225. And same thing, I ended up hitting, you know, in the middle of all the hard training, I hit like a 205. Just like one morning I just went in and I just hit it. I was like, damn, okay. So I'm gonna get 225 for sure. But again, like here, after the food poisoning, after like the bad sleep, after everything, it's been a struggle. I went in and I tried to hit 175 for like a few singles, and I hit it for 1, and it felt so heavy, and I was like, no, I can't do this. It just feels abysmal. Front squats, I'm back to hitting like 345 for singles. We'll see how today goes. But all in all, you know, after this entire ramble, know, let's just say this year did not pan out the way I thought it was going to in terms of my lifting. It's been quite the struggle. I've been on the struggle bus. Let's just say that this entire year. You know, when like the realization kind of set in like a few days ago when I got back into training, like everything just feeling like not good, and me realizing like, man, I lost all this momentum, and I just don't think I'm going to be ready to, you know, achieve the goals that I set out for myself at the beginning of the year, which I think were not just totally attainable, but I was like on trajectory to hit. It just didn't feel good. You know, I felt like super mopey, just in a rut, kind of just like discouraged with my training, and just like not really enjoying it anymore. I don't want you to fall off there. Oh, here we go. Oh shit. Here we go. Whew. But after a few days of moping, you know, it's like, I don't know, part of me was like, okay, I'm done with this powerlifting nonsense. But I think, you know, you need a few days of like trying to like distance yourself as much as possible before like reassessing the situation. You know, you need to be able to like give yourself some time to look at the bigger picture, so to speak. And yeah, I don't know. I think just reassessing the year, I think, you know, the biggest place that I went wrong is I think I just tried to stay lean for like way too lean for basically the entire year, which is something I haven't really done. Remember, like I was cutting, and then like when April came around, I was like, you know, I maintained my lifts. I was like, okay, not bad. You know, maybe, I mean, if I like 3 months and I maintain my lifts, surely, you know, if I keep on cutting, surely I'll add up maybe like 5 pounds to like each of my lifts in like another 3 or 4 months, and I'll take that. Like still adding to my lifts, but being aesthetic AF, you know. But yeah, that didn't really work out the way I thought. I mean, I just kept on cutting, and you know, like I said, even if things are like really hard, if I have all the momentum in the world, like I've been, you know, in the routine, you know, I'm just like a robot. I'll just keep on doing it even if it sucks. Oh damn, I can grind. And it got to the point where, you know, like I was 225, a little fluffy. Oh shit. Oh damn. This is gonna get crazy. Nope, come back. This talk about ghetto setup. This is ratchet. Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna just hold you all the way down. Where was I? I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, cutting. I weighed like 225, maybe like 228 or something. At the end of the bulk, pretty kind of fluffy. I ended up cutting down to like south of like 195. To the point where like, you know, like 195, like I'm starting to see like lines in my glutes. I swear to God, the lines were there in my ass. And I just felt so tired every single day. Like I would, you know, like sip pre-workout on the way to the gym and feel all right, and then I'd take one step out of my car and be like, oh, I'm just dead. I don't want to work out. And you know, like in the moment, I was like, you don't really like see the effect that it's really having on your lifting, but you can see like the changes in your body. Because like, you know, workout to workout, if you cut slowly, like you should maintain your strength. And so I was like, okay, like I'm still just as strong for the most part as I used to be, but I'm looking better and better. So I'm like, oh, just keep on going, just keep on going. Until, you know, it's time to show up and you go to max out and you just, the strength just isn't there. And so I maintained too lean of a body fat level for way too long. And so we're done with that. So I don't think we're not going to give up on powerlifting just yet. I'm not going to call this 0 to hero, because I don't think I'm going, you know, I don't think I'm going to get hero status anytime soon. I'd say, you know, average to savage, but I think I'm I'd say I'm average, and then and I don't know how savage I'm going to be 365 days from now, but I think, you know, the whole point is just keep on keeping on, just stick with it. Try to, I guess, just evaluate, you know, things that you could have done better. And yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll make more videos. I was super reluctant to make this. But we'll see. I mean, I'd like to track my progress. I wanted, thing is also, it's like, when shit hits the fan and things are in the shitter, it's like, you start like freaking out and you start just messing with a bunch of stuff. So it's like, when I hurt my hamstring and I was like, oh, it's the end of the world, and I got back into it, like I started like tweaking everything with my technique on all my lifts. Like not just squat, like when I could start squatting again, but like squat, deadlift, bench, and everything was just getting changed. And that's just completely overkill. I think that's just like a waste of energy. More likely than not, technique is not the issue. It's a strength issue. But yeah, I think it's important to not freak out. So you know what? I think I found like a low bar stance that is half decent, and I'm just gonna stick with it and see where it takes me. I think I'm gonna keep the front squats in. Probably keep pulling conventional, and then like try to sprinkle in some sumo here and there, and see if I can start bringing that back up slowly. Bench, obviously, and overhead press. Hopefully I'm not planning on training both of those, and we'll see. I really want to hit that 500 pound squat, because my squat's always been doo-doo. I want 500 pound squat, you know, the 4-plate bench, and, you know, I think the 7, I'm a bit far off right now. It's like I've only been pulling conventional for the last, like, I don't know, 6 weeks. And so, you know, I'm just trying to like find my way back to get back to 585. And I mean, am I going to pull 7 plates on conventional anytime soon? I don't know. We'll see. I think I'm going to be a little bit more conservative with my with my goals there. I don't know. My goal, maybe just tie my sumo. Maybe if I could just get a 635 conventional, I'd be happy with that. And yeah, we'll see. Just focus on eating good, sleeping good now, training with being, you know, like half smart with my training. And honestly, I'm feeling better about it all. I think things can only go up from here, surely. You know, unless I check back in another year, and I've gotten even weaker. That would blow. but surely not. I've got faith. But I'm almost at the gym. The traffic was so bad today. Anyways, I don't know. I might post some lists. Talk about how my gym session went today on the drive back. But anyways, you know, if you guys are riding the struggle bus as well, I'd say, you know, just, you know, distance yourself for a few days, come back, reassess, and just keep moving forward. More likely than not, you know, well, certainly, you know, you're not at your genetic potential. You're most definitely capable of more. You just got to reassess, you know, fix the things that you know you could have done better, and just get back to it. And yeah, I mean, that's the thing too. It's really like, as much as I hate not PRing, I can't just quit the gym. I think I love training too much. I'm dreading the next couple weeks, because it's like, do I want to max out and not see any improvement again? But I'm excited for the week after that, you know, when I, you know, get back up on the horse, so to speak, and kind of start a new program, start a new training cycle, and just like figure things out. Yo, dog, there's a yield sign there, brother. Anyways, okay, I'm basically here at the gym now. Anyways, hope y'all enjoyed the little the ramble. Anyways, yeah, just we'll keep on keeping on. I'm gonna end this here. Y'all take it easy. Take care. Ciao.
That's all, folks.